Hey, Todd Schroth here with the Todd Schroth Home Selling Team at eXp Realty. Wanted to bring you some information today about buying a fixer-upper. Things you should know about buying a fixer-upper. Number one, are you going to be buying it as a fix and flip, or are you buying it as a retail property that you're going to stay in for a long time? When you're making these decisions, you need to determine if you're buying a fix and flip, you obviously want to get it at a discount price, knowing the work that needs to go into it. And if you're buying it as a retail property you're going to be moving into, those are things where you want to consider the work that's going to be going into it as far as the money invested and the long-term investment of how long you're going to be in the property. Last 3 homes I bought have all been, the fix and move into for long term. So we put nicer product in there, knowing we're going to have the longevity of the quality of the product that's there. But when we looked at all these properties, we wanted to make sure we did number one thing was walk around the property as much as possible with your contractor, with your inspector, to make sure you see all the things that need to be done. Contractor wise, you want to walk around to make sure that you're making the wisest investment and there's not anything that's hidden behind the walls. Inspector wise, things that are there that are going to come up on a typical home inspection to make sure that we need any sort of type repairs that we might need to renegotiate with the sellers about, that are going to go a little bit deeper than what a typical contractor would, as if you're buying the property, because it is long-term investment. Number two, retail, if you're moving into it for the long term, what is the capital investment going into the property for you? So you want to really focus on your budgets there. Fix and flip, obviously you want to know what's going on behind the walls, and any of the properties you're going to buy, you want to know what's going on behind the walls. But the fix and flip, what is the fastest way I can get this property turned over? What is the fastest renovation I can do to this to get onto the next property? That's the idea of the fix and flip, is obviously buy it today, fix it tomorrow, sell it the next day. And so you've got to determine what are the main things we're going to concentrate on for repairs, and then move on to getting the house back on the market as best as possible and as fast as possible. And then the last part of that is the final output of the product. What we're going to be doing with it is, you've determined whether you're living in it or you're going to fix and flip it. And then, are you overvalued or undervalued in the property? If you're undervalued, you did a great job because you went in with the right budget, bought it at the right price, and moved on. If you were doing the fix and flip, you want to make sure you got your spread there, because the closing costs that can come up on the end, the whoops factors that can come up on the property, there's always that 10% or 20% of cost variables that always come up in doing any sort of renovation. So make sure you follow your budgets big time. Thank you. And any more information I can bring you guys on properties that are regarding the wholesale type deals or fix and flips, and or just I want to buy a fixer upper to make it my own, love to talk to you about that stuff and have a conversation with you. Our information's below. Thank you and have a great day.